Yesterday was really good feedback. The second benchmark test of this 30-day challenge. So my plan is that I will be doing a benchmark test now. I did it at the start, very beginning, day 1. I did it on day 15, which was the midway point. And I will probably do one more in a week's time, and then a final one once the challenge is over. Whatever I'm doing, the things that I've been working on and really focusing in on has been paying off in certain areas. And the first 2 weeks have been like this foundation laying. That's the way I'm looking at it. It's like laying a solid foundation, and I don't think that ever stops. That continues to, you just continue to build on that. And I think that's gonna be my mentality. It's like, okay, cool. I've got this foundation of what I've built. I've kind of reset my swing, and what I want to do is kind of take a look at what my swing looked like before and after this 30 days, because I've looked at some old videos and there's been a huge change already, and it's been 2 weeks. And what I got out of yesterday's TrackMan session was that the dispersion, which was one thing that I wanted to kind of fix, especially with my irons. And what I mean by dispersion is how much the ball is curving from the starting line to its finishing point. So really neutralizing my club path and neutralizing, the way I'm swinging the golf clubs. So I put less spin on the ball, and then obviously that would stop it from curving from left to right and things like that. So that was a huge surprise. And to see, not many go off target and have, a pretty straight ball flight for the most part. Probably like 7 out of 10 balls were probably just dead straight in the end. It was really cool to see. So I will take that. I'll take that bit of feedback and the data that I got yesterday. But I think it's important to kind of look back. But overall, I'm really happy with the progress that I'm making. It is really important not to get too high or too low, and just stay as even keeled as I can, and just continue to work. Put the work in, keep grinding it out, and just find a way to push through. That's my motto, I think, is just find a way. And that goes for golf, that goes for life, that goes for anything that we try to set our mind to achieve. Just find a way to do it. Got my speed stick trainer right here. I love this thing, HH Golf. Links in the description if you want to check it out. It is something that I'm using not only for my speed training now, but it's a really handy tool to actually warm up with. So for anyone that's not watched the first video that I made about this, I generally start with the 290, the 245 gram, which is this single weight. I move up, so I make 3 swings on each side with that, and then also then move up a weight which adds 50 grams to it. So that middle weight's 50 grams, and then the final weight is roughly, I think it's 35 grams. So I got roughly 325 grams of weight on this swing speed stick, speed trainer. And the idea here is that after 6 weeks that I'm gonna be able to swing it faster, and also gain about roughly 30 yards in distance, or that's what the promise is. 30 yards of distance, or 27 meters for anyone that is Australian or UK. So just a little bit of a warm up. Let's get straight into this training session here. So what I learned yesterday was my numbers were a bit down, and I think the main reason for that is because in here I'm kind of really focused on control. I'm not always focused on speed, and I'm okay with that. So my routine's going to change a little. For these last 2 weeks, I'm going to start off with some speed training, and then I'm going to move into the control part. So the motto, or the kind of saying that I'm telling myself, is power under control. So generating power, but then controlling it. So yeah, there's no good if it's power that you cannot control. You might as well not have it. It's just going to ruin your game. So, all right. 3 swings, probably at about 80% here, focusing on turning on this rear leg for me, really just making that real good turn and keeping that elbow as kind of close to my body as I can, and then generating power from this position here, and then just sort of pass the ball. I'm trying to get here as much of that sound like, you know, that whip or that whoosh kind of in that area right in front of me. So a couple of good swings here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think also the other thing I could probably improve, so once I'm done with that, kind of move on to the other side. And this program is made by HH Golf, so I didn't make this up. I'm just following what this stick came with. What was I saying? Hang on a sec. Oh yeah, being stiff in the swing. Let me, 1, 2, 3. So, like gripping the club too hard, that's definitely something I've struggled with. Like, look at my grip. So, if you're someone that has, ooh, okay. If you're someone that has got holes in their gloves, you're gripping the club too hard, or you've got a grip you've been using for too long. All right, now on to some instep swings. Same focus here, staying loose through those wrists, staying loose through my swing, getting down, rotating, keeping the elbow in, and hearing the whoosh past the tee in front of me here. 1, 2, 3. That's cool. And that recoil move that I'm doing, so it's kind of the recoil of like swing and then, let me show you. So this recoil is just to take some pressure, whereas you kind of hit and then pull the club back almost. It's just to take some pressure off the rest of my body, my back, as I'm working through this. I don't want to cause any problems for myself, right? Got to be able to build a swing and then use the swing. There's no point having something that you can't use because you're injured. So, instep. 2. Feels a little bit uncontrolled. It's gonna look weird. I understand. And now it's 3 really fast swings. This is as fast as you can swing it. 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're gonna add that weight on. So this takes up to 290. And then the final weight will take it up to 325. So same routine here. Make sure that thing's screwed on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's a workout, man. Instep swings. 1, 2, 3. you can hear that whoosh is not as big the further you get into this. But over time, I'm sure it'll build up. All right, come on. Pushing through here. Now 3 swings, dominant side. Same weight. As fast as I can. 1, 2, 3. Oh man. Okay. This is a physical test. Like, for anyone that's never done this before, you're challenging your body to do something, and it is a shock. You do feel it. And I also have to be really careful that I don't cause some injury to myself. And that's why I do the mobility, that's why I do some strength work, build that base, so you can swing faster. Just buying one of these and swinging without doing those things, I think would be irresponsible of me, right? I mean, I'm just gonna end up hurting myself. All right, about 85% here. Full weight's 325 grams. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3. Whew. 1, 2, 3. So my goal with swing speed, you know, yesterday I was at like 103, maybe 104. When I tested last time I tested my benchmark, when I first started, I was at 105, and I topped out at 106.9. So I mean, 106.9, but I was, you know, like, I don't know if my body was feeling better or what, but I definitely didn't swing it as fast yesterday, and I didn't hit it as far, but I hit it straight up. So that's all good and well. I've got to just try. All I want to get to is about 110 miles per hour. Can I get there in 30 days? That's what I'm challenging myself to do. In-step swings. 1, 2, 3. Bottom man. 1, 2, 3. Oh. All right, 3 full swings, 95% dominant side. 1, 2, 3. All right, done with the speed training. Gonna warm up with some 7 irons as normal. Get some, just really, it's this routine that I'm gonna move into the second half of the challenge with is, I'm just calling this a layup drill. I like to use basketball analogies for a lot of my drills that I do because it's relatable, but also I can remember stuff. I know why the layup drill is important in basketball. It's to get your body moving, it's to get your confidence up, see the ball go through the hoop. Same concept with golf for me. This is about just hitting almost these half swings to half swing and just feeling almost like chip shots with a longer or mid iron to just feel that ball, feel your body, feel what it's doing, where it's stiff. Are you chunking it? Are you hitting him fat? Are you too close to the ball like me? So right now, I'm chunking it. So this allows me to just make adjustments. I don't know what's going on, but I'm chunking it. Make these adjustments on a smaller scale. Figure it out without getting frustrated, because I know this drill, or what I'm doing here, is made to get out all those bad ones. It's made to make those adjustments. So maybe hit like 20 balls. By the 20th ball, I should feel confident and should be, muscle memory kicked in. Ball should be hopefully going straight. So straight away, I haven't hit a single one from the middle. So when I'm struggling, I bring my feet together and I almost make these pivoting swings. Something's out of sequence for me, so this just limits a lot of movement. And straight away I hit it out the middle. I really like this little drill. Just bring your feet together like that. And then it's just almost like a chip. Just brings them. I need this. Before a round, I need it when I practice, before I practice. To get the most out of a practice round, if I don't start like this, with that confidence and some mechanics, the foundation of my mechanics to my golf swing, I'm going to get frustrated and I'm not going to get anything out of my training session. I'm just going to bash balls. So maybe a couple more here. That's better. It's coming back. And you lose it straight away. Whew. All right, not too bad. I'm hitting them a little fat today. I just got to roll with it. I'm going to go into my Tommy Fleetwood drill. Just about almost at 2 o'clock to 11 o'clock over here. Just consistency. What I'm focusing on now is the first 5 to 10 balls. I'm just gonna kind of just ease into it with this drill. And then I'm gonna try to generate as much power and speed from this position, from that 2 o'clock to 11 o'clock as I can. Left the face open with that one. So swing's getting a little longer than I would want, just for now. Losing the grip on this club too. You know, here, something that continues to play in my mind when I'm hitting balls is the concept of pulling the chain, which what Sergio Garcia is famous for, which is the one drill that he works a lot on to build lag, which is basically your club head, or your hands leading the club head, which allows you to kind of just generate a lot of power and unlock those wrists. So now that I've kind of started with that drill, I'm gonna, same sort of thing, I'm just trying to see if I can generate as much speed from that position as I can. The focus is still middle of the club. Middle of the club face, which seems to be happening at the moment for me. It's that feeling right there. Just kind of just continuing to my side on. This is what I'm focused on right here. See that? That position. Clubs behind me. Just slightly, not trapped. Never want my club to be trapped back here. So I've got so much work to do. Probably gonna get the ball fat from there, have all sorts of problems. So I'm always focused on that club head being hands just in front of it and just forward of where my knees are. I'm constantly looking for that. I used to have a tendency of like being trapped back here, and then all you can do when you're here is what? Your brain's probably gonna say, oh, I need to get back, and you end up coming over the top, and then you're swinging down the opposite direction, and then you're slicing. There it is. Okay, losing a little bit of shape here. Body's a little tired. Yep, there it is. Confirmation that I'm tired and my a little fatigued. Brain's not functioning at its optimal here. I think when that happens, what I've gotten better of doing is just slowing down a little bit. Even in a training session like this, just slowing down enough. And just, even hitting balls is like, it takes it out of you. Like, look at me, I've worked up a sweat doing this. So if we, taking enough time in between shots here, slow down, It's no rush. Straight away, look at that. Just like juicy strikes. Got that little thin. One thing I'm also thinking about this speed training is the more that you work on building a compact, efficient swing, you're going to build those muscles that you use to swing the club naturally anyway. So I think I'm going to gain a couple of miles an hour just by hitting balls consistently. But nothing drastic, but just little things. I've got to just slow my sequencing of my body down a little bit. I'm turning way too fast and now I'm transitioning very quickly. That's what's causing me to get these a little lower on the club face. There it is. Just staying down, rotating just that half a millisecond after you've made contact rather than as you're making contact is a huge difference. You know, I hear this word a lot with professional golfers is patience in your downswing. Waiting for your moment to strike. You know, it sounds like strategic and like, you know, you're some kind of ninja, but it's very true. You really have to wait for that perfect time to strike and then unlock and unleash or let go of everything to kind of just flow with it in sequence. One thing's out, the whole thing's out. That's solid. All right, I'm going to try to finish off here with 3 really like swing as fast as I can, and then 3 with just controlled good shots. I mean, I completely smashed that. That is smoked. And that one too. Wow. You know that feeling of just when the ball compresses right and you've swung really hard, getting that all together is so cool. Ah, oh, see that? So there I was up as I was making contact. One more. Fast, down, through. That's better. That's powerful. Very good. Building blocks. At the end of this, I'm going to be much better for it. 3 controlled swings now. I want to swing that I can call on for accuracy and direction. If the speed comes, it comes. If it doesn't, I'll accept it. It's a bad swing. Not a bad swing. I'm going to change that. It's not a bad swing. I made poor contact with it. That doesn't make it a bad swing. It just makes it poor contact. I think there's something in that. Oh, club twirl gone wrong. All right, guys, that's it for day 16. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. Let me know if you guys have any questions, if you're following along, what you're taking away from it. But tomorrow's day 17. I'm looking forward to it. Plenty to come, plenty to work on. You know, this thing is still. I'm amped up to see the results of this, and I'm just going to keep pushing. Like I said earlier on, it's just about finding a way. Don't forget, golf is hard.